Good morning everyone, this is Charalambos Pissouros, Senior Analyst at IronFX, bringing you the morning comment for the 16th of September. Bank of England, slightly more upbeat but maintains its easing bias. The Bank of England kept its policy unchanged yesterday in line with the consensus via a 9-0 vote. The policymakers acknowledged that since their last meeting, data had surprised to the upside, though they stated that their view on the economic outlook following the EU referendum had not changed. As such, the MPC kept its easing bias in place, indicating that if at the November forecast round the outlook is seen as broadly consistent with the August projections, then a majority of members expect another cut in the bank's rate. The most notable change in the minutes was the committee's assessment of the growth outlook, with the GDP for the Q3 forecast being raised to 0.3% from 0.1% previously. In our view, these remarks were somewhat optimistic, as the Monetary Policy Committee offered a slightly more upbeat assessment on the UK economy, but kept the door open for further action if deemed necessary. Cable fell on the news, rebounded almost immediately before tumbling again after roughly half an hour. Bearing in mind officials' signals for data independency, we expect the pound to be even more sensitive to incoming UK indicators, as they are likely to determine whether the bank will pull the easing trigger again in November. As for today, European Union leaders will meet in the absence of UK Prime Minister Theresa May to discuss the future of the European Union as a bloc of 27. The summit is not expected to discuss negotiations with the UK specifically, though we consider it very likely that Brexit is going to be on everyone's mind. Although this could prove to be a non-event for forex markets, any fresh comments or proposals by EU officials could attract some market attention. From the US, we get CPI data for August. The forecast is for the headline figure to have accelerated somewhat, while the core rate is expected to have remained unchanged. We suspect that the discrepancy between the two figures is due to movements in the prices of volume items such as energy and fresh food. Even though a modest acceleration in the headline print could support the dollar at the release, we doubt that it will be enough to materially bring forth market expectations for the next Fed rate hike, mainly due to the softness in the latest US data for August. What's more, the Fed pays more attention to the core PCE rate, which has been stable at 1.6% year over year in recent months. We also get the nation's preliminary University of Michigan Consumer Sentiment Index for September, and expectations are for an increase. In Canada, the manufacturing sales for July are due out, and the forecast is for an acceleration on a monthly basis. There are also numerous FX options expiring during the European afternoon, which implies that we could see sharp movements in currency pairs or not very much at all. For more information, including technical analysis, please read the full comment on IronFX.com or download our app and get all the information you need to trade. Also, you can follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, or circle us on Google Plus to get more trading ideas. This is Charalambos Pissouros, Senior Analyst at IronFX, wishing you solid trading.